Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
Washington Post World.
June 29, 5:16 America, New York. Israeli troops kill Palestinian during West Bank raid. Israeli forces have shot and killed a Palestinian man in the occupied West Bank during clashes that broke out during an arrest raid, Palestinian officials said.
New York Times World News.
June 29, 5:06 America, New York. Philippines orders Rappler to shut down. Maria Ressa, the co-founder of the independent news organization, said she would appeal the decision, calling it harassment and intimidation. Rappler offices in Pasig City, suburban Manila, on Wednesday.
New York Times World News.
June 29, 5 o'clock America, New York. After Israel's spies hit Iran hard, an intelligence official loses his job. After a series of damaging failures, a senior Iranian intelligence official lost his job and a Revolutionary Guards general was said to have been arrested. Before he was removed from his post last week, Hossein Taib presided over a vast and feared intelligence apparatus in Iran.
Mirror World News.
June 29, 4:17 America, New York. Russian missile caught on CCTV as it strikes Ukrainian shopping mall, killing 20. Shocking footage shows the moment a Russian rocket hit Amstor shopping mall in the city of Kremenchuk on Monday in an attack which has left at least 20 people dead.
BBC News World.
June 29, 4:10 America, New York. R. Kelly. The history of allegations against him. The U.S. singer has been found guilty of 8 counts of sex trafficking and 1 of racketeering. Mirror World News. June 29, 3:31 America, New York. Swimmer mauled to death in brutal shark attack as onlookers watch in horror. We'll be bringing you the very latest updates, pictures and video on this breaking news story. Mirror World News.
June 29, 2:47 America, New York. Vladimir Putin's Iron Doll threatens nuclear strikes on London and Washington. Russian space chief Dmitry Rogozin posted Russian military satellite images of the Pentagon, the Élysée Palace in Paris, and the German Chancellery in Berlin, also called targets.
The Washington Times Stories. Advocacy.
June 29, 2:35 America, New York. Live updates. NATO chief. Alliance in biggest challenge. The latest on the NATO summit in Madrid.
BBC News World. June 29, 2:30 America, New York. Japan swelters in worst heatwave since 1875. Unrelenting temperatures break records for June as officials warn of a looming power shortage.
BBC News World.
June 29, 2:17 America, New York. Udaipur. India stayed on alert after Prophet Muhammad Row beheading. 2 Muslim men in Rajasthan killed a Hindu tailor who backed controversial remarks about the Prophet Muhammad.
Washington Post World.
June 29, 2:01 America, New York. Russia-Ukraine live updates. NATO leaders to approve headquarters for expanded forces in Eastern Europe. Biden will meet with Erdogan after Turkey agreed not to block the NATO bids of Sweden and Finland.
Washington Post World.
June 29, 2 o'clock America, New York. Near Kherson, Ukrainians regain territory in major counteroffensive. With Russian forces focused mainly in the east, Ukraine retakes occupied towns in the south.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines. Sky News.
June 29, 1:35 America, New York. State terrorism. Zelensky releases video showing Russian missile hit shopping center. Russia targeted a shopping center in the Ukrainian city of Kremenchuk on purpose, Volodymyr Zelensky has claimed, as he released a video showing a missile hitting the building. Missile strike still from video released by Zelensky.
Time. June 29, 0:38 America, New York. Kathy Hochul easily wins Democratic primary in New York. New York. 9 months after she stepped into the job of New York governor as a relative unknown, Democrat Kathy Hochul easily locked up her party's nomination Tuesday, setting her on an expected glide path to win the office in November. New York Times World News.
June 29, 0:05 America, New York. Your Wednesday briefing. Turkey agrees to NATO's expansion. President Tayyip Erdogan of Turkey, third from left, shaking hands with Jens Stoltenberg, NATO's Secretary General.
The Washington Times Stories. Advocacy.
June 28, 23:27 America, New York.
Trump-backed Mary Miller defeats Rodney Davis in Illinois Republican primary race. Representative Mary Miller defeated Representative Rodney Davis in the Illinois GOP primary in the newly drawn 15th congressional district.